Artie, real quick, so after the Letterman fiasco, which we're all up to date on, we are fans of the show, and so we don't have to repeat that, but did you make contact with Dana?
Yes, we talked to each other.
When did you talk?
On my way to the airport.
She accepted a call from you.
Thursday afternoon. Well, no, she called me after I had called her a bunch of times.
And what was her attitude? Was it that?
Very bad. It was a bad phone call.
It was a very bad attitude.
Did she hear any of the show where we explained?
Some of it.
Okay.
And what did she? Did that help at all?
It was bad. It deteriorated into her just. She was crying and she gets going because I kept saying like nothing was ever going to happen.
It's a bit on the air.
Because after it's funny, after I do a talk show like that, I always call her, and I was like, if you had never heard about it or never got that email, I would have called you right after Letterman to tell you how I did and to make sure you watch it and all that stuff like I always do. And I wouldn't have been out. It would have been, she goes, no, you got caught. You just got caught. She started crying. She was crying, and she couldn't stop saying, you just got caught. That's the difference. You just got caught.
I want to defend you in this. What happened is Vinny, who sent the email, is not part of our show. He's a listener.
Right.
He took it seriously.
He took it seriously and made all these arrangements. Meanwhile, Artie was going home, but he's never going to convince Dana.
I tried.
I'm backing you up on this one.
Well, thank you. I mean, I tried everything like that, but she wouldn't stop crying. So
how long did the crying go on? Did you torture yourself by staying online and listening to every tear?
Yes, because I was there was traffic going into the airport, of course.
So at least it was something to listen to.
Right.
And my driver, this guy who drives me every once in a while, Bill, is listening to the whole thing, and
great.
He's like a classic like blue collar guy, you know. And after we hang up, he goes, I'm telling you, that's what happens when you fucking get married. That's the entire thing. That's what he said to me. Because he heard the torture. He goes, I'm telling you, Artie, you're fucked.
So after the crying, and then you get on the plane to Vegas.
I got on the plane, and
Does it stay with you the whole time on the plane?
It sucked. It's weird because this weekend, on some level, was arguably the best weekend of my life.
Right.
Now, Gary had a whole different... He was in Vegas with you.
Yeah, I saw Gary. I mean, again, look, the whole thing of like, Friday night, Letterman aired, and I had taped it already, and I know you can relate to this. Like, I knew it went well. I was happy, and, the appearance was good. And, again, Howard called me again. I thank you. It's gay to say because we're such good friends now, but it really is a thrill when you call me like that, man. And, said he liked Letterman. My uncles and people called and said, oh, it was good. So, that was fun. And then that night I did stand-up. I made great amount of money doing stand-up. I'm in Vegas. The shows went good. I got paid money to just appear at a club that was wall-to-wall pussy.
Oh, wow.
By the way, did you, all right, so the Dana thing's over, right? I mean, it's not happening.
No, I played it like, as soon as I landed in Vegas, I texted her and I said, look, here's all my info besides my cell phone, which obviously I can't get if I'm on stage. Here's my number. Here's my room number. Teddy's stuff. Just call me at any time I want to just talk. And she never called. Then when I got to the airport to go home, I called her again. Didn't pick up the phone. And then last night, I briefly got her on the phone, and she said, just call me tomorrow or something. So the last big conversation we had was the crying.
Right. So you're saying in Vegas, with all those chicks around...
You were a good boy.
Well, I mean, I don't believe
that, but okay. That part I can't believe.
The thing was, there was an appearance. Technically, the Club Jet, is amazing, but it was an appearance, too. So, it was work in the sense that because I got paid, I took pictures with everybody and their mother, and Gary was there too, which helped a little bit. But
but poor you, in the sense that, and I'll tell you
why.
You
weren't going to do anything.
No. Here's poor you. You get to go to Vegas, and now again you're hooked up into this Dana thing where you don't want to blow it with her, but you don't even have that really.
Right.
So now you're kind of in limbo again. You can't act out sexually and meet the love of your life if it's not going to be Dana.
And look, and again, if I'm ever going to roll into Vegas and get a hot chick, I'm headlining at a major casino.
This is it.
I mean, come on.
This is your day, bro.
So, I mean, right. The Dana thing is a major cloud hanging over the greatest weekend of my life. I mean, the Giants.
Vinny, can you email that to Dana? She's the greatest cloud hanging over the greatest weekend of the...
Okay, that came out wrong.
Wait, Vinny
the situation with
it's right, of course.
She's a cloud.
I didn't realize what that sounded like.
Right, well, Vinny will clarify.
Right. Dana, let me just get it straight exactly what Artie meant.
And you won 78 grand also on top of that.
I went on the Giants. I mean, I won the goddamn coin toss. I mean, the fucking under, the Giants cover.
Gary describes it as so funny. He goes, Gary has a gig out in Vegas as well this weekend. So stop me if I'm wrong, Gary. So go ahead.
Well, first of all, usually what I would do is I go out with a friend, right? I always bring a friend with me because you get bored out there. You're sitting around all day. You can't gamble the whole day.
Right.
But Artie's going out. We're landing at the same time. And Artie even said, you know what? The greatest thing about this gig is Saturday, I'm done. All day we're going to hang out. And then Thursday night we're going to... So get on a plane Thursday night. Artie and I land at the same time. We get in the car together. Our rooms we're one room apart on the same floor.
Fun.
So I figure we'll grab a bite to eat, and then we'll go do a little gambling. Because, we're out in Vegas. Artie calls me. He's like, I'm on the phone. I got to deal with this thing. I got a lawyer. I'm talking about sister. Dana.
And
he goes, listen, you
Dana,
go out.
Sister,
you go out.
Mortgage. Closing, not happening.
Bye. Dana on the phone, mortgage, house in Jersey, not closing, got a deal, Teddy can't, get it out.
Letterman's higher.
Exactly.
Letterman went good, but I don't know.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
So Artie goes, you go out.
Life sucks.
Artie goes, you go out, and he goes, listen, this could be 10 minutes, it could be an hour. I said, Artie, I'm going to go out. If you can make it, here's my cell phone. So now, I'm now at dinner in Las Vegas with Artie's assistant, Teddy, and Dan the Song Parody Man, and JD.
Wow.
Which is not the party I had envisioned.
Right. You and Artie were going to be hanging all weekend.
But I was tired, so we eat,
right.
I go back to my room, and then I go, we have all day tomorrow. So now I don't get a lot of sleep. So I went to sleep at 1 in the morning Vegas time. I'm up at like 7 in the morning.
Well,
so
the one great part you're leaving out, and I'll let you get back to it, is that we specifically had a conversation. I was dealing with lawyer bullshit. And I said to Gary, if we don't make it out tonight, look, we got the whole, I'll wake up around 11 tomorrow, because it's a while since me and Gary, sort of talked. I was like, I look forward to it. We'll have a real long 3-hour lunch and talk.
That's what he said, a 3-hour lunch.
Yeah, I said it'll be fun. We'll bullshit and we'll
How
gamble.
much food can Artie eat in 3 hours?
Well, whatever, a lot.
3-hour
He can
fucking
eat
lunch.
all the things they serve at the restaurant.
I think I just tapped into your problem. Maybe you want to reduce lunch to an hour.
Well, I meant
3
gambling
hours.
the whole
All right, go ahead.
experience of
Yeah.
lunch.
Artie's room is across the hall from me, right? So I'm up at 7 in the morning, and I know Artie's not. I look by, and that privacy thing's on. I go out, I go downstairs, I gamble a little bit, I come back up, I go and get some breakfast. Now it's like noon, the privacy thing's still on. Now I'm bored to death. I call Nick DiPaolo. Nick DiPaolo comes to my room. We watch movies. We're watching Young Guns on fucking TBS. Right? Then the other comedian, Joe Matarese, shows up.
I can't believe you're so bored.
There's nothing to do there.
But why do you need Nick DiPaolo to sit there and watch TV with you?
Because I would have been watching it alone.
But
you
wouldn't
can't watch it alone?
Wouldn't you rather watch TV alone?
I'd already done that for 7 hours.
See, that's
so
the
much fun,
difference.
though. But do you want Nick in the room while you watch a movie?
Yes, I'd already sat.
Don't you feel like you have to talk to Nick while the movie's
I wanted
on?
to talk to Howard. I'd already been doing nothing from 7 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. I've been doing nothing.
That's the difference between me and you. You're not the kind. See, I could totally just go and gamble by myself.
Yeah.
And
for hours.
I did that for a while, but I can't go for hours. So I come back, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. The privacy thing is still on Marty's door. So the big lunch that I was looking forward to for Artie and I, where we were going to bond, that never happened. I go to my appearance at the Penthouse Club. Then I go over to Artie's gig. And Artie's on stage, so now, he's pacing back and forth before the show. And I'm not going to bother Artie before the show. I get. He does his show. It goes great. We all get on a bus.
My pre-show stress.
And we go to this Club Jet, where the music, the chicks are hot, but the music is so loud and pulsating.
You're not gonna talk.
Artie's yeah, maybe we'll go out tomorrow. So I can't take it. I leave because it's giving me a headache. The music's so loud. Artie mentions to me in passing, we're going to try to get together for dinner tomorrow, but we'll hang out. I go to bed. I get up at Saturday morning. Again, privacy thing's up there.
there.
We ended up going out to dinner at 5 o'clock, and then Artie got on a plane.
So he slept. What were you doing in that room?
Okay, I slept. Okay, the first night I got off the phone and I actually went down and gambled a little bit.
Right.
And I lost $3,000 the first night, but all disheveled with my hair all out of
bored.
it. Well, I went down and did my stupid degenerate thing. I went to the sports book and I put a little money down on some shit. And then I went upstairs and I fell asleep. And my genuine intention was to get up at about 11 and have a great lunch with Gary. I slept. Okay, I woke up. The phone would not stop ringing. I look, it says 7:30, and I'm like, is it 7:30 in the morning?
Don't you put a do not disturb on your phone?
No, because Teddy, I don't want to sleep through the gig. I'm afraid.
Oh, he could knock on the door.
Well, it was a big room, and I wanted him to call me.
Right.
I didn't mind it. So I slept till 7:30 p.m.
Wow.
p.m.
Wow.
And look, the good thing was I was completely refreshed, and I actually almost overslept for an 8 o'clock show. So Teddy does a sound check. Now I got him trained. He knows everything to do. I go down there, and I just make it on time. But the good news is I'm refreshed because I had 2 shows to do and an appearance at this club.
Yeah.
So I went down. The shows happened, and then the club was a big thing. And then I gambled some more, and I ended up falling asleep at about 5 a.m. And again, the intention was to go and get up and maybe have a long lunch with Gary. And again, I woke up to the phone ringing at 4:30 p.m. and
That's so nice.
Teddy said, "Look, you got to get down because we're having dinner and at a steakhouse. The Luxor Steakhouse was amazing, and I had dinner and I went right to an 8 p.m. car to the airport. I had the red eye. So we had a 2-hour dinner.
See, I don't understand Gary in this. You're so bored all the time. That's weird. No wonder you're a good dad.
Howard,
see, he's a good dad because he's looking for people to hang out with.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I spent. Understand something? I'm up at 6 in the morning, right, on Friday morning. So now 9 o'clock. I can't get back to sleep.
I'd be outside. I'd go hang out
outside.
By
What?
the
It was
pool.
freezing out. There was no pool. It was 40
so
degrees
then I'd
out.
go gamble.
Yeah,
you gamble. You lose a couple $100. You
All
want to
right,
take
you come up to the room, watch some movies, eat a little lunch.
The movies aren't that great. I'd already seen some good movies on. I mean,
if you had a friend with you, what would you be doing with that friend? That friend would be in the room.
We'd be bullshitting. I mean, you know,
you got to learn chess.
Me and Gary have been trying to have lunch together for like years now and just talk. And I said, you know, it's weird.
Who wants to talk so much?
We got to go to Las Vegas to actually have this lunch.
You're in fucking Vegas. Who wants to talk?
Right.
So wait a second. So then Friday night, I end up out at my gig, and you know this guy Jeff Beecher books me. I'm at the Penthouse Club, and he sends. He has something going on with midgets. There's always midgets going on.
He runs an Oompa Loompa show.
Right. So he sends an Oompa and a Loompa.
What's Oompa Loompa?
From Willy Wonka, you know, with the funny hair.
Yeah,
you never seen them?
saw that, no.
They wear suspenders and. So he sends an Oompa and a Loompa, and he sends Mini Trump. It's a midget in a suit with a Trump wig on, right?
Yeah.
So
you know, I would kill this guy. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. Beach right here. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
He's a very
somebody
nice
picked
guy.
me up with 3 fucking midgets to annoy me.
Why the midgets have to be in the car?
No, I would kill myself.
I went there by myself when it came time to leave because there were midgets booked at the appearance with me. I now get in the car. And it's funny because Beecher pulls over Mini Trump and he goes, I see him. It's so funny. He grabs him by the arm and he goes, the fuck are you doing? Because you can see the guy's drunk. He goes, I told you not to drink during the gig. And the guy goes, Mini Trump goes, I'm not drinking. He goes, there's fucking wine coming out of your eyes.
And the one midget talks like a wigger, but he talks, he's got a really low voice, but he talks, yo, man, this is solid, man. Yo, you fresh. And he's painted green with an orange wig and a Patriot shirt on. They're just being exploited. God knows what their pay is, but they're all all crazy alcoholics.
They say that that Tara Connor girl was supposed to come to Jet that night.
Mini Trump was in the middle of a controversy.
So she was supposed to come, but she wouldn't?
Well, she found out that Mini Trump was going to be there. She felt that was disrespectful to Donald.
You know, it sounds like Trump got mad and said, you're not going.
But Mini Trump sounds like a fun kind of thing.
You got to see him.
If there was a Mini Howard.
No. You got to see him.
It's an ugly wig.
Tear down the Trump rep.
Yeah, there's nothing funny. It's funny, but it's not in any way honoring Mr. Trump.
Wow.
So now I'm in this car, and I'm coming back from the gig, and one of the Oompa Loompas does midget cage fighting in his spare time.
Yeah.
And he's got a thick Southern accent, too. I don't know, him and Mini Trump started to get into an argument, and he's like, I'm in the car, and he goes, listen, motherfucker, I will knock you down. I will fucking punch you in the head and knock you down.
Yeah, they always fight.
And so
with
Mini
each
Trump goes, yeah, fuck you. I dare you. So now they're going to beat the shit out of each other, and I'm going, at least let me get the video on my phone.
Yeah.
And then also Mini Trump sort of figures out that he can't take this guy.
Right.
As a listen, I don't want to fight. And the guy goes, fuck you. You're a dead man. When we get in this car, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I'm like, I just want to get to where I'm going and not be involved in like midget fighting. And then they were backstage at Artie's show, and he just kept tormenting Mini Trump. Don't fool. Like he was just trying to like mentally torment them. As soon as you walk out that door, you're a dead motherfucker. And the guy goes, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
But you know who's adorable? Who came to the steakhouse with us? And I'm going to tell you, Gar,
I
was attracted to her.
Me too.
There's a mini Britney Spears.
Wow.
And she's a midget.
Wow.
But very nice. Her face is really pretty. She was sitting there. I said, is that maybe, I thought it was Beecher's girlfriend. I'm like, well, she looks a little short, but it looks like she's really got a pretty
little short.
face.
She's a midget.
No, but even Howard, I have a picture of her.
Are you saying you'd fuck a midget?
Totally.
I'm saying I'd fuck this chick. I'd fuck Mini Britney.
I have a picture of her. Hey, guys, it's right behind where I keep Howard's mail.
What's wrong with that?
But you can't tell.
That's how they're introduced, though. This is Mini Britney.
You should buy her for your new house.
In the picture, it's not so obvious that she's a little person.
Really?
Do you know what I mean?
Let me see that. JD, would you fuck Mini Britney Spears?
Would I? Yes, I would have, actually. I would have fucked anything that last weekend.
I don't know, but she's got the whole midget thing going.
I didn't see the midget thing. I didn't see the picture.
I don't know.
She was very nice, and you know what?
I mean, I just feel, she's...
You couldn't do that, huh?
Oh, yeah, I got the same picture.
Let me see.
Well, you know what? She's cuter than in the picture.
Does she have those little fat legs?
Yeah, she's a midget. But she's on her iPhone constantly texting.
Gary left out a huge part when he had to go to dinner with Dan the Song Parody Man and JD.
Yeah.
Gary was going around saying that Dan the Song Parody Man was torturing him with bad stories. Like
I wasn't saying that. Everybody was saying that.
Oh, yeah?
You know what?
Is Dan boring?
He's a good guy, but Dan is like one of those guys where...
You don't want to go to dinner with him.
Dan has the greatest story about anything. If you go, hey, listen, guys, we got to get out of here. It's 10 after 11. I have the greatest story about 10 after 11. And it always starts with him getting laid. Right. I was fucking some broad, and it was 10 after 11. And these stories that go on, and they have no point. And then I was telling Artie.
He's like Chuck Zito, but not nearly believable.
And then he's got a thing where I think Dan wants to be a stand-up comedian.
Right.
Well, he is. He's doing it. He's
what he does is he writes material, and then he tries to sort of slip it into regular conversation.
To see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. And everybody knows that's what he's doing. So I said, yeah, I love that show. I love that show, Weeds. I think Weeds is a great show. And he goes, here's the deal. I can't watch a show if there's another show with the same name. I can never watch Weeds because there was a movie called Weeds. Like, if there were another Star Wars, I couldn't watch that. We all look at each other and go, alrighty then.
The most annoying thing
a
young comic can do is do that. Like, clearly try shit out.
Yeah, go ahead, Ralph.
No offense, but I find it totally hilarious that Gary can't shut up for 2 minutes. Like, you can't sit and watch a movie. You got to have Nick come up.
I know. It's weird.
I was there for hours.
But, Gary, who needs Nick to sit and watch TV with you?
Well, we were going to go do something. No, what happened was Nick and I hooked up. We were going to go do something.
You're in Vegas.
Shopping. Go shopping where? Do you see what those they're fucking shit malls.
I'm not for shopping.
It's either Cartier or, like, fucking sequin dresses.
See, what I don't understand is, I'm like, why not gamble? That's my mentality, though.
I did. I finished the Billy Crystal book in 2 hours.
Oh, my God.
700 Sundays. Done.
God.
Read all my magazines, watched
I don't even understand the word boredom.
Watch Mr.
When you
Brooks.
say you were bored, I don't get it.
Vegas is about the last place you could be bored, I think.
Well, you can be if you can't go down to the pool and
go
you
get
don't
a massage,
and you don't,
work out.
Okay, great, perfect example.
Yeah, work
Tried
out.
to get a massage. Right, they were all booked up. Tried to go to the Art of Shaving in the mall. I figure, all right, I'll get a shave. What the fuck? I go on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. A woman goes, yeah, we can get you in on Sunday. The place was packed. So anything that you tried to do that was remotely fun.
How about the
yeah,
gym?
right. I'm gonna go to the gym. Fuck you.
Why? What's wrong with the gym?
If I didn't bring
Take
my
a job.
gym clothes. If I hadn't started working out, I'm not gonna start there. I'm in fucking Vegas to have fun.
Yeah, but you sit in a room with Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah, but you wound
Nick's a good guy.
I know, but I mean, what fun is that?
But I mean, you guys think you have all the answers. Like, go to the mall, go to this. I tried to go
Dude,
and do
I'm
stuff.
never bored in my life. I don't understand. There's just not enough hours in the day.
Well, that's you.
I mean,
that makes you.
Just a computer. I could be on that for 10 hours.
I was on that for hours. Answered all my emails, looked up stuff on the web.
But then you still had hours to kill?
I did.
Oh, my God.
Can't you just go down and play blackjack?
I love that you guys think this is so funny. Ralph, you should live on boredom. You don't do anything.
But he's not bored.
I'm not bored.
I know, because he has no goals. How can you be bored when you have nowhere to be?
Write a book.
What was your goal? I mean, what's goals? That's silly.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't understand being bored. It's beyond. My
it's a
mother
retarded
says,
conversation.
I would go in my room for hours and just think, and it would excite me.
You know what the thing? And here's the thing, and Gary, I mean this as a compliment. You're not a Vegas guy in the sense you're not a gambler. You know what I mean? It's like you're married now. What are you going to do? I mean, Vegas.
Artie's saying you're no fun.
No. I'm saying he's not going to go.
I'm in a relationship.
He's not going to go get a whore.
Okay, so we're not going the whore route. But I could go to Vegas by myself and never be bored.
Instead of calling a horse,
first of all, I bring my laptop with me.
Right.
I love chess, so if I ever have a down moment, I read chess books. All right, get a hobby. Do you have any interests?
Of course I have interests. I read like crazy. I love to watch
so then
movies.
Read. Bring a ton of books.
There were no bookstores. He couldn't
get
another book.
First time, your kids aren't around, Mary's not around, you got hours to yourself. Lay in bed, read, order room service.
Understand, I did all of that.
But Gary,
I did all of that.
That takes hours and hours to do it.
And I did it.
You have no interest that take hours?
I'm up at 6 in the morning There's nothing to do. I don't have to be anywhere till 8 o'clock at night.
Fucking
fuck you.
An empty vessel.
Look, empty vessel. You're a fucking empty vessel.
I don't know. Shower.
I could sit and play chess. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm getting a fucking soft
but
on
at
for
least,
that.
But I don't sit bored.
I mean, God
I'm
Almighty.
not begging Nick DiPaolo.
Chess. You think that things that we do is frivolous, but chess is like it's as frivolous as watching a football game.
It's not.
If you enjoy it, it's fine for you, but don't make everyone else think they're missing out on something important.
It's very important.
Oh, you're smarter than us because you play chess.
Look, there you. No, but go find something that's comparable. No, there's Gary sitting and bored, picking his belly button.
Boy, Gary got fat.
Yeah, he did. There's Sal has the Gary mask on. He's just sitting there picking his nose and looking at his watch.
By the way, you should talk to Sal about his weekend.
What went on with Sal?
Oh, he's such a piece of work. Oh my God.
What went on there?
They did a show in town on Friday night, right?
This story is extraordinary.
It's extraordinary.
Really?
They did it. So the Killers of Comedy do a show.
The mask just came off. Sal's coming in.
They do a show in town on Friday night. Afterwards, they go to a strip club, right?
Who's they?
I guess all the guys that, Levy and Sal and Ronnie, all the guys that came to see the Killers.
Not Florentine. He's taken.
So Sal's wife came to see the show, so she ends up at the strip club with him. She starts drinking. The way Sal's going to blame everything on everybody. Ronnie kept pouring drinks down her throat, like he
Maybe he forced her.
She gets so drunk.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's backtrack a little bit. Just so, I get it right and I don't get in trouble,
Right. Let Sal tell the story.
I figured, things. I've had a rough time with my wife. I'm going to take her out and make her part of the crew, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, she had a good time. I went to the bar. She sat with Ronnie. Ronnie's pouring drinks down her throat.
That's what she wants, to be part of the crew.
I want to make her feel like she's...
What do you mean Ronnie's pouring drinks down her throat? Ronnie's giving her drinks and she's drinking them.
Right. Well,
Everybody's a fucking victim in your story.
He didn't hold her down.
No. Okay, Ronnie's pouring drinks down her throat, and she's enjoying it. And she's enjoying it.
Pouring drinks down her throat.
They're drinking together. He got her a lap dance. I'm not complaining.
Right.
He got her a massage. They're having fun. I'm happy that my wife, for once in her life, is happy with me.
Okay. She wasn't happy with you. She was happy with Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, she was happy. She was away from me, and Ronnie was making her happy. And I was happy that Ronnie was doing it. So I'm at the blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. Everybody's bullshitting. It's 1:45. We got to catch a 2:07 train. There's 6 of us. They go into the car. I go get my buddy Chris, who came with us. I go to get Chris. I can't find him. He's out getting his, dance or whatever. I finally find him. I go, Chris, we got to go. He goes, let me finish my dance. I go, all right, 2 more minutes. I'm waiting for him. I get a phone call. It's my buddy Ian in the car with my wife. There's 4 of them. He goes, we're in the car. We got to go. I said, go. I'll catch the next cab behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. This is where it all starts. I got a lot of drinks in me. I'm not really keeping track of time. As he's getting a dance, a girl comes over and goes, I'd like to give you a dance. I said, well, I could get in the car, get behind them. What's 5 more minutes? So that dance goes by. But when that dance ends, Chris happens to get another dance I have to wait for him. And I said, I figured it out. I go, I could still do this. I could get in a cab right away. I'll give this guy an extra $10. We'll get right in, and I'll catch the train. One thing leads to another. I look down at my watch. I missed the train. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I talked to Chris. I go, Chris, we missed the train. He goes, don't worry. We could catch the 2:35. He goes, this is what we'll do. We get 2 more dances, and you call your wife up and say you're on the train behind her.
Right.
I go, perfect. I'm 15 minutes behind. We get a couple of dances. I start doing some shots with him.
Oh, my goodness.
And I kind of black out. All of a sudden, I'm on the couch. Yeah, I'm on the couch, and my phone is buzzing in my pants. I think it's a phone call. It's not. It's a voicemail. I pick it up. It goes, I hear, Sal, I'm on the train with your wife, and she's throwing up all over the place. Where are you? So I go, holy shit. I turn to Chris. I panic. I jump up. I turn to Chris. I go, dude, we got to catch the 2:35. We got it. He goes, 2:35. He goes, it's 3:45. I go, oh my God! I look at my voicemail. That phone call came in at 2:40. No, 2:20.
Oh,
She's already home already. So now it's 4:40 in the morning.
Jesus.
3:45 in the morning. I go, Chris, what do we do? He goes, well, we're stuck here. We don't have any trains, so we waited till the place closed, and we got a ride home. I got home at about 6:15 in the morning.
Oh my God.
So you missed your wife's illness.
Yeah, I missed everything.
Of course.
She's laid out on the bed. She's got red maraschino cherries crammed around her lips from throwing them up, I guess, from the drinks.
Wow.
He said she had alcohol poisoning.
And, so the thing is, don't drink when you go out with your wife to a strip club.
Oh, is that the moral?
No, here's the moral. Don't bring your wife to a strip club.
That's why you're Howard Stern. You got it.
What are you doing? What is it, Ron?
Well, I told him that right from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, what is
When
that?
we were at the comedy club, I said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's idiotic.
Ron's disgusted.
He did. Ronnie was
And then I said to him, I said, not for nothing, Sal. I said, you know, don't bring 100 people with you to the strip club. Right. What does he do? He brings half of Hicksville with him.
No,
half of Long Island came to the strip club.
Wait a minute. I brought 6 people with me, and then other people came. I said to the guy in the front, I told Ron only 6.
Who were those other 2 guys who wound up there at the end?
The interns.
No. Yeah, how'd they wind up there?
They were at the show, and they found out we were going to the club. But they came in, they paid. Everybody was a gentleman. Nobody was breaking balls or anything.
No, dude, I'm not saying that.
All I'm saying is this, is that it happened with me. I try to give my wife a good time, and I really...
Now, wait a minute. Now let's get something straight. I wasn't pouring any drinks down, Christine.
She was drinking.
Yeah.
Every time she'd finish, she was drinking. I could tell you, she was drinking orange vodka with 7-Up. And every time the glass was almost empty, she would be going... I need another drink, and I don't care where my husband is. Where is my husband? But I don't care where he is, because he was after night he was nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
we didn't even know where he was.
With your wife
what are you doing?
Weren't with her
I knew where I was, Howard.
You guys are doomed.
I knew where I was.
And then wait, the best part was
taking a leak.
The shot girl comes over with a straight vodka in the bottle, and she's sitting there doing shots one after the other.
Wow.
My wife does. I see. This is a different side of my wife that I never saw.
Why didn't you hang with her?
I did, but I wanted her to have fun.
But get some dances with her and let her maybe get some lesbo action.
I did. I mean, Ronnie was the maitre d' of pussy that night.
You know where to be found.
Ronnie was hanging out with her more than
me. And I was happy for her because
finished.
Listen to me. When
it's over.
Hold on, Howard, please.
You were like, great. Ronnie's taking her off my hands.
Sal's mad that he got to see a side of his wife that only the emotional friend got to see.
Dude, that was a perfect time. Maybe you could have gotten something going with her.
Well, when she stood up and started wobbling, I knew I wasn't getting laid at home, so it didn't matter hanging out extra 20 minutes a day.
Howard, the other annoying thing that she kept doing, I was getting a lap dance, and right in the middle of it, she's like, wow, wait till your girlfriend hears about this one.
Oh,
she was judging lap dances and stuff.
She's a spy.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
You know what, Howard? Jackie, she used to say it all the time. He said, never bring the wives behind enemy lines.
So the next day, Howard, she can't talk.
She loves lap dancing.
Her throat was so swollen from vomiting all night that she couldn't talk.
Not only vomiting.
Wow, hey, perfect girl.
It was perfect for me because she couldn't bitch and moan at me for not. So I'm like, But I called a doctor. I had a doctor come over. Checked her out. He got her some steroids to bring the swelling down. I got her some soda. I was like the Florence Nightingale of this pain in the ass for the whole day.
She Roger Clemens?
But the thing is that since she couldn't talk to me, I called my buddy Ian. I go, when she was throwing up on the train, what was she saying? He said she was throwing up and going, bleh. If I had a job right now, that cocksucker would be out of here.
Is that what she said?
Really? That sucks.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I said to her last night, we were laying in bed. I go, I heard that when you were throwing up, you said if you had a job, I'd be out of here. And she looks at me. She goes, honey, she goes, I take care of the kids. I drive the bus. She goes, I got 2 jobs, and you're not leaving. So I'm like, all right. I don't know.
Kind of romantic.
It was almost like the mafia giving a final handshake.
You want to hear the real?
But I bet you she looked good.
Yeah,
she's loaded. You could hook her in with another chick with a lap dance, and he could have had a nice night.
And you know what?
Wife.
The first lap dance she got, she was totally not into it. And as the night went on,
and the drinking went on,
and then she got a massage.
Right.
And she loosened up.
You could have worked her.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right.
But she wasn't that drunk, not for Ron.
But
come on.
I know what you mean.
So anyway, the point I'm bringing out is she's having a great time. He's nowhere to be found. So at one point I go to her, Christine, you don't look so good. She goes, the room is starting to spin around in circles. So I go to him. I go, I finally find him. I go, I think you better take her home because she's really messed up. He goes, nah. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all right. So she goes. I go to stand her up, and it's like she couldn't even walk. So I had to walk into the bathroom.
And then Ronnie gets stuck.
Then I walk into the bathroom. I walk her back, and then I go, Sal, you got to get her out of here. Okay.
I did. And
wait. So he gets her outside. He gets her in the cab with the friends,
and he leaves her.
Yeah, I just told that story. Right.
So I leave like 15, 20 minutes later, and I figured I want to see. I called him on his cell phone to see how she was. He goes, I don't know. I heard she threw up in Penn Station. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I'm still at the club.
You're talking to a guy in the club when you're in the club.
He was still in the fucking club.
Wow. I wasn't throwing up. I was in perfect condition.
Thank you, Ronbo.
And I want to thank...
thank you, Sal.
I want to thank headquarters, too. Wonderful place.
I still think it's funnier that Gary's bored in Vegas.
If I could get one good thing out of this...
What do you think was funny, Ralph?
That Gary's bored in Vegas.
Yeah, he's bored in Vegas. The only fucking moron was bored in Vegas. I mean, I wish I was in Vegas. It's unbelievable. Gary's unbelievable. I'm bored, Wolf. I can't think of a thing to do in Vegas.
What do I do now?
It's like the entertainment capital of the world.
I sat in my room. I mean, and by the way, the guy's always busy with his kids and his wife. He finally had time to himself.
Hold on. If you're going to talk, let me get a fucking word in.
No, fuck you.
Ralph's such a legend. Look, what is there to do at 11 in the morning in the entertainment capital of the world?
What's there to do? You know what, Gary?
Let Ralph answer. He's a fucking authority.
All right, you could do 9 million things. You could go shopping. You could go to...
You can't go shopping there.
Gary, his passion is shopping. His passion is working out. You are passionless.
He doesn't shop in Vegas.
I always told that about you.
He shop without your credit card.
They have some of the best shopping in the world. Again, they got every store there. Every store you go...
I've never seen a store.
But Gary, that's his passion. Artie's passion is gambling. People have passions. I mean, you're sitting in a room twiddling your thumbs.
Passion that I could bring to Vegas. I apologize.
It's called playing blackjack. I could do that for 15 fucking hours straight. Poker.
But listen, you're not going to play blackjack for 15 hours straight if you're losing, Howard. You of all people.
All right, I would stop, and then I would go do something else. I'd read a book. You're there without your wife and kids for once. You have a free day. Fucking walk around. Just fucking read a book.
Why was it so horrible to have dinner with Teddy and JD?
Oh, please.
He's better than
I'm going to lock you in a room with those two, Robin, and you'll see Gary.
That I understand.
Howard, Artie, and Robin, three of the most antisocial people.
Gary, I've never.
Yeah, I'm saying
the reason I'm antisocial, I'm so fascinated by myself. I don't need anyone.
But you go talk to your shrink about how fascinated you are about yourself.
I do. And you know what, Gary? Thank God for it. My mother would say I would be in my room for a day. They wouldn't even see me. I sat there by myself. I loved it.
I was the same way. I could announce a whole baseball game in my head where I was the hero.
I was at Super Bowl last night by myself. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, and then you got a little bored. You called me for a few seconds, and that's it.
But
I mean, how is this guy so bored?
But in Gary's defense, like Vegas is the entertainment capital for someone who's not married with 3 kids, faithful to their wife, and doesn't gamble. I mean, it's like, you know. Plus, it's not hot there right now. It's freezing.
If he's bored, he could spend at least a few hours brushing those teeth. I don't know. All right, hey,
there's
Ralph,
no winning.
There's no winning.
By the way, this weekend I was this close to Peter Dinklage.
Oh, yeah.
That's that actor, the little person actor.
You were with a classy midget.
Station.
And you're attracted to him.
Yeah. And then they told me I was in the wrong aisle, that I needed to go another aisle over, so I never got to speak to him.
You didn't say, hey, I'm attracted to you, even though you're a midget?
No, and he was alone.
See, that's how I know you're more sophisticated than I am. Like, somehow you were with Peter Dinklage. I was with Minnie Trump.
Hey, real quick, I just want to get to this because there's a bunch of things to get to. Benji also was... by the way, and Jim Florentine and you, did you work it out? Remember his... If you remember on our last show before the break, Jim had on his webpage...
It wasn't on his webpage. It was on some college message board or something with an ad that had been put there by his agency. It was...
So, in other words, you two are still tight?
We're fine.
Did you watch the Super Bowl with him?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh.
That's big. That's big.
That's big?
Where, at his place?
No.
Your place?
No.
Where? Did you go to a bar?
Hotel. No.
Hotel. A hotel?
No.
Oh, my God. You were in a hotel.
I was not in a hotel.
A tete-a-tete? You know what, Howard?
Like, did you guys make it fun for this? Like, what were you doing, like, during Super Bowl? Like,
we were at his brother's house.
Oh.
You know what, Howard? I'm gonna ask her something, and this is gonna prove how close they are.
Oh, here we go.
Who is Jimmy Florentine's favorite football team?
The Miami Dolphins.
Oh my God, she does know him. She does know.
She didn't even know that about Mr. X. She was with him 7 years.
Wow, he's a Dolphin.
You were at Jim's brother, he has like 17 brothers, right?
Right.
Does his brother look like him?
There's a family resemblance.
Was the brother nice to you?
Yes.
So it's you, Jim, and the brother.
No, it's his whole family.
Oh my God. We have a winner.
What do you mean his whole family? Like who?
His mother, all of his brothers and sisters.
His mother?
And nieces and nephews.
So he took you to meet his mother?
No, he took me to the Super Bowl party.
A Super Bowl party with his mother. What do you call his mother? Mom?
No, I called her by her first name.
What's her first name?
Diane.
Diane. And did you two have like girl talk in the kitchen and shit?
No, we didn't spend a lot of time talking to each other.
Was she into you, or was she like not getting your whole thing?
She came out to greet me when I first got there.
Do you think they liked you? Because if they don't, that could kill things.
I think they liked me.
What'd you wear? Did you show the titties?
Oh, here we go.
The kick is up, the kick is no good, we got a dundee.
Jim, did your mom see the titties?
Nah, she told embarrassing stories about how big my balls were when I was born.
Oh, God. That is embarrassing.
So we snuck away during halftime. I entered her end zone.
So, like, you were a couple with his mom there. Wow, that's a big... Come on, don't downplay this. You know that's big. Were you nervous?
Well, sure. Meeting a person's entire family, sure.
Mom, whatever you do, don't fart in front of her.
Did you hold hands in front of the mom?
What?
Did you hold hands in front of the mom?
That's a yes.
No, we didn't hold hands in front of his mom.
Why not?
But I felt her up in front of my brother.
Did you kiss him in front of the mom?
I don't go around kissing people in front of
Did he have his
people.
arm around you during the game?
We held hands during the game.
Oh.
And she was wearing a skirt.
What?
She was wearing a skirt.
I guarantee Florentina's never held hands with a broad through the Super Bowl.
That's silly.
This is big.
Did you wear a little mini sundress?
No, I was wearing
Like little
pants.
Annie Fanny, like everything pouring out?
No.
All your assets on display? You have to think about what you're going to wear in front of his mom, right?
She looks like she had 2 Vince Lombardi trophies in her top.
Wow, big step, Robin.
Don't be ridiculous.
Didn't realize. Super Bowl with Jim's family and the mom. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
here
go in
we
the
go.
kitchen with the girl? Like he has sisters, I guess.
Yes.
Did you go in the kitchen with the sisters and the mom and like bond with them?
Well, I sat with his sisters and we talked for a while. Yeah.
Even while the game was on?
No,
like the girls
no.
get bored?
Once the game started, we just watched the game.
But beforehand, like you sat there with them and you were polite and like listened to their fucking bullshit.
Oh, they were great people. It
Yeah.
wasn't like torture. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is serious.
Yeah, I didn't know we were up to this. This is really escalating.
I was like, this must be serious.
What do you
Nigga had
make
me
of that?
voting and shit.
What do you make of that?
I think this is a wonderful little romance.
Would you put 78,000 on that whole thing working?
No.
Look at this with the
I think
families.
There's great
families.
There's great love in the air.
The whole mishpucha.
The whole mishpucha.
Yeah, that Italian term, mishpucha.
Wow.
It was a Super Bowl party.
It was a super love party.
That's amazing.
I got to ask Robert a question, and this isn't about you and Jimmy at all. It's a favor.
Oh.
We're doing a bit on the show, and I need one more couple. Would you guys play the newlywed game against
They'll win.
George Takei? No, George Takei and Brad.
No, they've been together 5,000 years.
Give it a
And
shot.
Blue Iris and her husband. Would you play an Evil Dave and his girlfriend? Would
Me
you
and
do a
Dana
couple?
did good after only a few months together.
I
That's
think
when you
can
know
do it.
shit about each other.
Robin, don't be afraid. Do it. Don't be afraid.
Doing that.
Wow.
I guess you just don't care about this show. Oh, this is how you were raised.
Wow. The mother.
I mean, that's it. You're meeting you know.
Wow. He brought you home to the mother. This is serious.
It was
I
a
think
Super
proposals going to be
Bowl
happening
party.
soon.
You kidding?
Please.
We're moving fast track here.
This shit is serious.
You're not kidding.
You know,
I'm like, damn, it looks like they're hiring up on that motherfucker.
You keep carrying on like just
Wow.
because you're doing it, everybody has to do it. I don't
Wow.
have to
You do whatever
that.
you want.
I'm jealous. The only relationship I can make work is with a whore. Honestly, that's the best I've had.
Stop.
Is this woman that I let, you
So
know.
marry her.
I may do it.
Valentine's Day proposal out of the question?
Wow.
That would be fast.
You mean me and the whore?
No. Jimmy
Yeah,
and
maybe
Robin.
you and Artie.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, go ahead.
Robin, when I see Jim smile, Robin, I cannot believe it. You know what I got to ask you, Robin?
What?
I think that you should play that newlywed game because you probably know more about Jim than you ever knew about Mr. X. You have to, Robin.
You got a
I'm
zero
begging
with
you.
Mr. X.
That's right. We matched on
Robin,
nothing.
do it for me. This is a hot moment of the year. Forget Howard and Beto. It's Robin and Jim.
I would like to monitor at this point, even if it's not a newlywed game, but just how much Jim knows about you. Like, I could ask him questions.
Knowing the Dolphins was
You know, I mean, the fact that you know the Dolphins, which indicates to me you know him, but does he know you? I bet you he does. We got to find out. How many weeks you been going out with him? How many months?
6.
6 months.
It has been 6 months?
Is it really 6 months?
I think it was August, Robin. August, September, October, November, December, yeah, August.
6 months.
Marianne from Brooklyn's Advent calendar.
Does he know you well enough to get 10% or 20% of the questions right?
You have to.
I don't know.
Well, you're a betting woman. Come on.
He knows.
All right, Gary, book the Jim Florentine game. I want to see what he knows.
Does he know you well enough to get 10 or 20% of your net worth?
Do you two have like a secret anniversary date? Like, you know, like when you officially really started going out, like something like gay like that? Do you have that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What is your date?
I'm not telling.
Oh, come on. What's your anniversary? What is your anniversary?
It's a secret.
Why, Robin? Do you think we'd make fun of it or something?
We wouldn't make fun of that. Wow. The mother.
Mother.
Does he
Super
look
serious on Super Bowl Sunday.
super
Robin.
serious?
I'm dying, Robin.
Is this the first time you met his mother?
Yeah.
How about brothers, sisters? Have you met them before?
I met one brother before.
6 months in and already meeting the parents?
This is serious.
This is serious. It is. Let's be honest.
I'll be honest.
You ain't bringing, you know, just anyone home to that party.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And this girl's
Well,
presentable.
I'm acceptable. I can
That's what I
hang
said.
in,
This
in a room.
girl's presentable. I said.
Right.
So
You ain't no Condoleezza.
Doesn't mean anything. I'm good to take home.
She can't lie to my supervisor. He ain't sick. He was drunk. Give me the phone, bitch.
well, Robin, good for you.
Good for me.
And you would say it went well. Any awkward moments?
No,
And you think they liked you?
I like them.
Do you think they were disturbed by the fact that you are an interracial couple?
No,
You don't think it was an issue?
No.
You don't think there was talk afterwards?
no.
Oy vey, a schwarze? Nothing like that.
How about his?
No,
I know his
very
brother.
gracious.
You didn't
family.
sense that racial divide.
No, not at all.
I know his brother a little bit, and he didn't slip up and go tackle that little guy.
He would never do. You're making a joke, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Not Jim, his brother, and it was a joke anyway about his brother.
You don't even know the brother.
I do know him, but he'd never do that.
Okay. Did they ask to touch your hair? Oh, you have such different hair. Nothing like that.
Can we see your extra bone?
Happened.
Did anyone like bring up black stuff to show how liberal they were? Like,
no,
you know, we really
nothing
love black
like that.
people.
Nothing.
Hey, Mom, bring out that carving of Marcus Garvey.
Right.
Remember that episode of Good Times?
Yeah.
What's up?
I got to ask Robin. Robin, have you met Jim's friend, Crackfinger?
No.
Jim has this friend. I met him at Rocklahoma, and he's famous for when people pass out at parties, he sticks his finger in his own ass and puts it up to people's nose to wake them up. And he's like one of Jim's best friends. So
Jim dumped that guy, I bet, when he started dating Robin.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure he's taking that guy home.
I want to introduce you to Crackfinger.
Robin ain't meeting Crackfinger ever.
Mom, here's Crackfinger.
And Crackfinger was so funny at Rocklahoma. He was doing this thing I've never seen before.
I even love Rocklahoma.
Washing?
He had gym shorts on. He was drinking a beer. He'd lift his gym shorts up and piss everywhere while he was walking.
Nothing like a guy who does that.
Man,
Robin,
he's my favorite.
You haven't seen any side of him like that yet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You'll meet Crackfinger one of these days.
Yeah?
Yeah. Marry Jim, you'll meet Crackfinger.
Crackfinger.
He's the man with the smelly touch.
Crackfinger will be your probably his best man.
Oh my God! And this was the greatest thing Crackfinger ever did.
Oh.
We were on the plane to Rocklahoma, flying to Tulsa. Crackfinger had a massive zit on his forehead,
Right.
like a white pussy zit. He goes into the bathroom before me, and I go in the bathroom after him. There's white pus covering the mirror in the bathroom.
What is with these guys?
And he had to wear a big Band-Aid on his forehead the whole weekend.
Boy, that ain't the Jim you know, huh?
No.
You got this refined Jim.
Well, this isn't Jim. This is Crackfinger,
No,
his friend.
but like that's what Jim likes.
Yeah. Oh, Jim loves Crackfinger.
Right. And yet Robin doesn't even. If Robin met Crackfinger, that would even be bigger than the mother. Maybe that's
Then
what it
it's
is.
serious if you meet Crackfinger.
All right, thank you. I got to take a break. This Jim that she's with discusses Nietzsche and Plato with her.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the theater.
By the way, Crispus Attucks, one of my favorites.
think Howard can comprehend boredom?
I have no idea. I guess I guess his brain operates at such a higher level than all of us that he can't fathom boredom.
What do you think he would have been doing?
Playing chess, which is clearly not boring.
So, are you in the doghouse now?
Oh, yeah. I've been in the doghouse.
And do you blame Ronnie for all this?
No, not at all. Ronnie was a good sport. He was looking out for her and having fun, you know.
Yeah, you said he was pouring drinks down her throat. If
yeah,
he wasn't doing
I shouldn't have put it. No, I shouldn't have put it that way. It sounds like he had her in the corner. They were drinking. They were having fun drinking together. She was drinking on her own. You know, so it was nice that Ronnie was around to let me know that she was getting sick, because I had no idea.
If he wasn't there, you wouldn't know anything about it?
If Ronnie wasn't there, I don't know what would happen. I probably wouldn't even be here right now. I'd probably be dead. You know. So, he was the savior of the night. Real gentleman, Ronnie. Thank you.
Good job, man.
No problem. No problem.
He's a good guy.
Sal let his hair down the other night.
Is there
that was the first time I saw the real Sal.
I was okay though, right?
No, I'm saying, yeah, it's the real. I saw the real Sal, man.
But hey, you didn't finish them. You said after the few more drinks, she was definitely a lot better with the dances. She
yeah.
She had a lot of fun with them.
She was starting to have a good time.
But
then she got too screwed up.
Right. But there was one point you said that the dancer tried to suck her nipple and she stopped her, or she let her?
That was the first dance.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't let it go down.
No.
Right. Because everyone's saying, your wife almost got her nipples sucked. Like you know, it was like the second coming of Christ that Christine almost got her nipple. Did it come out?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, Sal, where were you during all this?
Ronnie knew where I was.
Yeah, I knew where you were.
I was at the bar. I was really at the bar on the side there, hanging out over there, and then I would walk down, and I was talking to one of the other guys at the club, Miff, great guy. Can I say Miff?
Yeah, Miff's a good
Miff's
guy.
an awesome guy. So. Which I was just really bullshitting. I saw my wife out on phone with Ronnie. I knew she was safe, so I'm yapping away, and that's basically it. And then before you know it, time passes by, and she's home.
Yeah, but the best part was when I called you, and I thought you were with her on the train.
Right.
And then you tell me, well, I heard she threw up in Penn Station. I'm going, what do you mean you heard? He goes, I'm still here.
Is there a moral to this story?
Yes.
Leave your wife home, you don't bring them to the strip club.
That's exactly it. Alcohol, yes. Strip club, yes. Wife, no.
No questions. So you met Jim's family. That's a pretty big step, and you don't really see how that's a big deal.
No. It was a Super Bowl party. They were going to be watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but when you meet someone's
parents... He said,
parents,
what are you going to do for Super Bowl Sunday? Come on over. We're watching the Super Bowl.
You don't think that's a big deal at all?
No.
And so no more. What about Greg Carmel?
What about Greg?
I don't know. You have a little crush on him, maybe?
He didn't invite me to watch Super